Welcome everyone to another video of Vinyl Addict. This is Chili, and today my vinyl pick is a newer artist, Sasami. This is the second album, Squeeze. Now before I get into this, please don't forget to hit the like button, comment on this video, share this video, and if you still haven't, please subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell for updates. Okay, so with that out of the way, it's always good to kind of show new artists, recent artists who are pressing their albums on vinyl, and just to keep this thing going, right? This is the new blood, and I really appreciate newer artists who press their albums on vinyl, especially if they're really good albums. And I would have to say this album here is really good. This is the second album from the Sasami, who is her, but this is sort of like just a weird kind of painting. It kind of reminds me of Bjork, has that kind of Bjork vibe to it. Her first album, which came out in 2019, was pretty much a indie kind of, had Devendra Banhart on there, had, just kind of shoegaze type of songs. Well, this one, she's like hitting her metal side, and some sort of pop rock type of music, very kind of singer-songwriter, very reminiscent to me like Sheryl Crow, meaning like in this album is like there's metal and kind of grunge, and it's just all kinds of stuff on here, but it's done really good. I mean, I've seen reviews where people are just kind of like, well, this doesn't really make sense, these two type of genres coming here. It'll be like a very kind of great metal track, new metal sound, and then it's just some sort of weird industrial metal sound, and then it'll be kind of like a poppy kind of rock song. And I, on the other hand, think it works. It reminds me of a Smashing Pumpkins kind of reduced melancholy album. You know how he just explored all kinds of different things on that album, Billy Corgan, and this is a 30-minute version of that. This album is really quick, and she goes through all kinds of different genres in a sense, but more so than on the first one, metal. I mean, she has some really great metal players on here. She has Dirk Verb, hope I could pronounce his name correct, Verburum. He was on the last Megadeth album, the drummer, and so he's a thrash metal. He's done death metal as well. So she's not just getting just anybody to get her metal side out. She's getting like some really good players, and she's done like a cover on here, which is my favorite song. One of my favorite songs here is Sorry Entertainer by Daniel Johnston. He's the, I guess he would be the underground tortured artist who passed on. And, some people, like, so there were some websites who review albums, and they said that she did a disservice to it. I think she did a really great job on it. And what that version was, I mean, the version that he has is pretty much just like him in his bedroom on a 4-track, and sure, it's really cool and everything. It's a great song, and then there's some versions of him doing it, with him playing the drums as well, and just kind of doing different tracks and everything. But I mean, it never been given this treatment where it's just an artist taking this into a studio and playing it in her way and bringing it to metal too. That just shows how great the song was, because it could be taken anywhere, interpreted anyhow, and it just brings that feeling of I would say there's like a fear to this music, because whether it was you hear the original acoustic version of it, and just the kind of lost desperation in it and the hopelessness of it, but she kind of turned it into this song where it's just a psychotic kind of stalker song. And the video of that, which I posted down below, you could hear how she's done it. I love the video, and it's sort of like a take on the movie Parasite. She comes over to this woman's house to be the tutor of her child, and she just puts her child through all kinds of crap, and the child is all into Beyonce, and he makes like little paintings of Beyonce, and she takes his paintings, and throws it in the swimming pool and stuff. It's really cool. I mean, I think that this band, I call it a band, or call it her, Sasami. It's been a breath of fresh air to hear something really great that you haven't really heard in a long time. And it's let me go through the songs here. Like Skin a Rat is a single on it. There's like 4 singles. The Greatest is another one. Say It is that industrial kind of metal song. But the Skin a Rat is like, it just kind of grabs you. It sort of has that feel of Them Bones by kind of Alice in Chains. It's just, you know, just grabs you really quick. I mean, there's this little kind of intro of this little girl, or I think it's her, just saying, "There's many ways to skin a rat," and then just goes into this kind of crunchy kind of guitar tone, and just, you know, obviously something different than her last album, right? Call Me Home is that kind of poppy, kind of Sheryl Crow thing. She just has that sound. She just is very reminiscent of like 1990 Sheryl Crow, you know, those songs. Needed to Work is a great one, and then you start off with side 2, Try to Understand and Make It Right, Sorry Entertainer, Squeeze It, Squeeze featuring No Home, Feminine Water Turmoil is like a little instrumental kind of piece. It's like a 1.5 minute long song with orchestral stuff. It seems like soundtrack music. However, Not a Love Song is the last one, and I really like that one. I was watching a concert of her, and she said it was about nature and everything, and I guess trees and whatnot, and she was kind of, she's like a performance artist too. When you see her, she has all these different kinds of costumes on, and you know, even her videos are just really kind of creepy too, really cool. Not a Love Song is a great one. It's a great song to end the album with. And so she's like, in this performance, she seemed kind of conflicted, because she loves to plant the trees and everything, and then she's kind of looking at her guitar. It's a Gibson Explorer, and she's conflicted because she uses the guitar to make this music, but then she's also destroying the planet to get the guitar. You know, she has this kind of thing. How that was the kind of vibe I was picking up on it. Like, okay, you know, she's just pretty much, you know, at odds with her beliefs, and that's a human thing, right? So that is Squeeze. That's this album, and look at the artwork is really great here, and there it is. Yeah, 32 minutes long. It's a good listen, you know, and great songs. There's nothing bad on this album, nothing. Like the first album, I mean, she had like Devendra Banhart on there, and like, you know, really kind of artsy type of people, and it didn't flow well as this, because I mean, for me, I would have to say I love heavy metal, hard rock, so yes, I'm gonna probably cater to this one more, but that's just me. But I think they're both good, but this one's better. So what are your thoughts on this? Have you heard this album? If you haven't, I suggest you do. Watch the video below and leave me a comment, and with that, I'll shut up and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.